Oh, yeah, we're back again with week number 35. As you can see on Schoology, we have week 35. We are going to continue on our endeavors to finish up quadratic equations. Mr. Pliers.
Hello, everybody. Hope you guys had a great weekend and you guys are ready to work. We're down to 5 weeks, exactly 5 weeks, and it's all over. Ninth grade is over, guys.
And our weekly video slides. We have two scopes this week, 49 and 50. And then we have our two assignments on Delta Math, 49 and 50. And don't forget your small gift, not a big gift like last week, a smaller gift, but gift number 26. Some of you getting confused this with a quiz. So as you can see, it says quiz gift 26. Let's move on over to our slides. Week 35, we have a theme for you for this week. You know, weekly we have themes, and this week's theme is going to be HBCU, which stands for Historically Black Colleges and Universities. We're going to meet some of those this week. So again, 510 through 514, Mr. Pliers, Ms. Sahagin, and Mr. Tesful, the A team.
All right. So for your week number 35, the agenda, as Mr. Tesfom said, we have some scoops, 49 and 50, Delta Math assignment 49 and 50. And of course, your quiz number 26, using the quadratic formula.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries. And as you guys can see here, we have Howard University. It's rated number 80 in the US. Okay, nice. Mr. Tesfom, I have a question for you. I want to make sure everybody knows about this because I didn't know until you told me. So I'm going to ask it one more time. For these type of colleges, can anybody go there?
Yes, sir. If you have the grades, you can, anybody is, although it's historical Black colleges, it's not just for a Black person. Anybody can attend these colleges. You just have to be admitted. And as a matter of fact, right now it's more diverse. We have there's a lot of Hispanics and whites and Asians that do attend these universities.
Okay.
Moving on to our standards. So we are going to continue with being able to solve quadratic equations. We learned how to do factoring, and this week, we're going to look at the quadratic formula. You're going to love this one. Okay, you're going to love this one. Okay, so our standards is solving quadratic equations by the quadratic formula, and we're also going to look a little bit onto radicals, how to simplify a radical expression. Spelman College happens to be an all-women's school. It's a liberal arts and it's an all-women's college. And their mascot happens to be a jaguar. And it is located in Atlanta, Georgia. And Howard is located in Washington, D.C.
Okay, so again, for your scoops, 49 and 50, they're going to be in your week number 35 folder. Scoop 49 is throwing a ball. You guys are going to see how the quadratic formula is used in a real life problem. Scoop 50, square roots. You guys are going to practice your square roots. Okay, and so remember, your scoops are due at the beginning of the class. And here's Xavier University. And this one is located in New Orleans, Louisiana. Is this the all boys, Mr. Tesfel?
No, sir.
This is a
They're really good in basketball. They're always in the NCAA tournaments.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I like their mascot. It's called a gold digger. Because my alma mater in my high school was a prospector 49er. So we were prospectors. So this is similar to that, the gold diggers. Okay, so looking at scoop number 49, we will go more in details with you in class, but to give you an idea here, Let me get my spotlight. Okay, so right up top here, you see h of t is equal to negative 16t squared plus b naught t plus h naught. This is our standard quadratic equation that we know of. Is just replace, instead of a, it says negative 16t squared, plus instead of b, we have v naught t, plus instead of c, we have h naught. So this is the same formula that we've been working with in terms of reflecting the height of something. So if something was thrown up in the air like this tennis ball is, negative 16 is constant, that does not change, because that is the gravity that the ground is going to pull down on this ball. Whatever you throw up in the air, you know what the saying is, what goes up must come down. Because of gravity, gravity pulls it at negative 16. This is a constant, it does not change. The V naught is basically what you initially throw something up in the air, like a tennis ball, whatever force you use to throw it up, it's initial velocity, that's V naught. And if I was going to use like a rocket, our initial velocity would be like, right? It would be a lot more higher than me throwing a tennis ball. And H naught is basically the height of where I throw it out from. So if I am standing above ground and I throw it off, where my arm is away from the ground, so that would be its initial height. Okay, usually there'll be initial height, because whenever you throw something, even a quarterback, when he throws a ball, the ball is going to be released somewhere around his head. So that's like 6 feet above ground. So that is what the H naught refers to. Okay, so let's look at our little example here. Throwing a ball. A ball is thrown straight up from 3 meters above the ground with the velocity of 14 meters per second. When does it hit the ground? So we throw the ball and we're just going to watch it go up and come back down. And we want to see how long does it take it. If I had a stopwatch, start it when the ball goes and stop it when it hits the ground. We want to know how long did it take it. Ignoring air resistance, we can work out its height by adding up these 3 things. Note, t is in seconds, okay? T is time in seconds. So the height is 3 meters. The initial velocity would be 14. So you guys can have an idea where we're going to place these numbers at. Okay, so right now you guys should have an idea where we're placing those numbers at. And this is going to be constant. So remember how I said negative 16? This is in feet per second. So if you convert that to meters, it would be negative 5. So negative 16, because that's feet per second squared. If we change it to meters, it would be negative 5 instead of negative 16, or meters per second. All right, so you guys can see where we're going to take these, and you guys already know, oh, I know where those numbers go, because when we plug them in, what you're going to get is, dun, 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 right here. So this h is equal to 3 plus 14t minus 5t squared is basically all the information we just took and plugged it into our standard form. Okay, for height, h stands for height. All I'm doing is just flipping some things around. And remember, we're talking about when the ball hits the ground. So when the ball hits the ground, the height should be 0. Yeah, it hit the ground. So obviously it's 0. So the height is going to be 0. That's my h. So we flip this around just to make it look like a standard form that we're used to seeing it on this side. Like you have all the numbers on the left-hand side and you have 0 on the right-hand side. So we flipped everything around just to make it look the same. And since my leading coefficient happens to be negative, we like to start out with a positive. So we multiply everything by negative 1. So when we multiply everything by negative 1 times that gives me positive 5t squared. Negative 1 times that gives me negative 14t. And negative times 3 gives me negative 3. And negative times 0 is 0. Anything times 0 is always 0. Remember the 0 property, right? Anything times 0 is always 0. So therefore, we have it in standard form. We wanted to go over this and show you how you can take this information and be able to apply the quadratic equation to help you solve for t. Remember, t is time. At this point, you guys should be able to take this information that we gave you, 5t squared minus 14t minus 3 is equal to 0, use factoring, the x method to solve for t. You're going to get 2 answers. I wonder what that means. We'll leave you with that. Okay, we'll carry on from here in class to see what kind of answers you guys get.
So this is your scoop number 50, guys. All you got to do is 7 problems where you're going to find the square root of these numbers. And as you guys can see there, we put a square root example. What does that square root mean, right? And it gives you that. What is the square root of 25? Well, what two numbers give you 25 when you multiply them? They have to be the same number. As you guys can see there, 5 times 5 is 25. Therefore, the square root of 25 is 5. And that's exactly what you're going to do with the 7 problems. It's an easy task. This is going to get you ready for next week when we use the quadratic formula, guys. And Mr. Tesfum, what about this university? Tell us about it. I think you know more than I do about this.
Tuskegee. Yes, it's a beautiful campus. As you guys can see, it's located in Alabama. And this is their mascot. Again, another historical Black college. Please don't get the two mixed up. There's a Tuskegee research that was done, if you guys have heard about it. And there's a Tuskegee Air Force that was also, there was a movie about them, The Red Tails. Okay, they're not associated with the university, but it's nice. But Tuskegee University. All right, on Delta Math, you are going to see assignment 49, 50, and the gift, number 26. Don't forget, everything is due by Sunday, 8 p.m. And if you do take a picture of your work and submit it to Schoology, you get the extra points, okay? A lot of you are losing out on this easy points. I mean, easy points. Man, just imagine, if I do the work and I get 90, I get one mistake, but I show up my work, I get 100%. Oh, easy points. Some of you are losing out on these easy points. Morehouse, okay, Morehouse College. You can see some students that went to Morehouse College. There's graduation pictures of them. And this is in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, there's quite a few historical Black colleges that were located in Atlanta, Georgia. Like the first one we gave you, Howard. Okay, moving on.
That's all. That's all, Mr. Tesfum?
That's it. Easy peasy. I was watching this show. The darndest kids say, or you guys help me out. I know some of you already know the things that kids say. And this kid was doing the drums, 6 years old. He was playing the drums. And then she asked him, "Can you play the drums?" He goes, "Easy pleasy, lemon squeezy." That's what this week is all about. Yeah, that's it, guys. That is all. Have a great week, and you guys are going to get done with this week's assignment quickly. All right. Keep up the good work, Mr. Pliers.
Just a reminder for those that are a little bit behind with their work, keep doing your missing assignment, guys. Keep doing them because a lot of you have been doing that and your grade has been going up. So keep doing that and your grade is going to keep moving up, hopefully to the point where you're going to get a good grade.
Oh, my apologies. Before I forgot to mention the Delta Math work. So in Delta Math, you will notice that you'll have only 3 assignments shown in blue. Everything else should be in green. If you have some late work, make sure you guys get it done. It's in peach. That's what Mr. Platts is referring to. Anything in peach, you guys can do. Some of you have some percentages on those. That's because they're not completely done. Once they're completely done, it will turn into the green. But the only 3 blue ones you're going to see are assignment 49, 50, and quiz number 26. The rest should be all green. Great things are happening. Seriously, some of you have decided to wake up and get your act together with 5 weeks left, and your grades have improved dramatically. I'm like seeing a lot of grades coming up, okay? Some of you need to wake up. I know some of you are focused on just doing Delta Math work. Don't forget, you still got some scoops and you have some projects. Those also can help you improve your grade, okay? Projects 10% of your grade. So if you do those 2, that can also help you with grade. All right, we'll see you guys in class.
Bye, everybody. Ciao.